Good evening, Wolves, and welcome to another episode. I'm just gonna say it right away. I don't have structure for this episode, nor do I have anything at all to structure it from. Maybe we don't even gonna have a house one week for this episode. So yeah, I am back from the home country finally, and this is the first podcast after I actually came back. So yeah, we're gonna start this off. Welcome to episode 45 and whatever title I'm gonna decide to have on this one. Cheers. So yeah, like I said, I don't have a structure. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna rant a bit. I have some talking points what to talk about, but basically it's gonna be improvisation today. Um, so yeah, chat. Sometimes I actually think about it, and I don't know why people always think about bad things. Bad things happening to them. They are thinking, what if I do this? What if I do that? What this happened? And what the fuck is gonna happen then? And as we all know, Murphy's Law exists, and you know how it is. Whatever you actually thinking that is gonna become bad, it's actually happening. So yeah, why don't we, all of us, you wolves, and me also that is trying to do this, stop manifesting bad shit for a sec, chat? Why don't we just manifest good? What will happen if we manifest good? What will happen if you fuck up the Murphy's Law? If you reverse it? Thinking good and good will happen. Because I don't know how you are about this thing, and you know that I am all the time on the religious part because we had some episode about religion already. Um, what if Murphy's Law is one of the powers outside of our view? That we manifest good stuff and it happens. We manifest bad stuff and it will happen too. What if you just say, I'm gonna be a millionaire right now and just push it out there, get it, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna pass the exam. I'm gonna get my diploma. I'm gonna get my master's degree. I'm gonna get that job. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do this. Why we are not doing this? Why we are just, you know, thinking about bad stuff, about what will happen if whatever. As I already said on this podcast, maybe I'm repeating myself. Don't mind me, but we live one life, so try to make it worthwhile. Try to make the most of it. Think about ideas. Think about good stuff. Think about everything that you know and you know that will happen. Manifest good. Don't manifest bad. And uh, as we talk about bad stuff, brother, why are you still being an ass? Why? Because as you all know, most of the time when you talk about stuff that most men, I'm doing the apostrophes, you know, not in a weird way, just because it's like that. The men's that we have right now in this world. Why, when you express your feelings, when you're angry, or when you're sad, or when you cry because you had a heartbreak, or that and all that, or you fall, you got um, car accident or something. I don't know. Something shitty happens. Why the people that are around you are starting right away, laughing at you, flipping bully you, use that flipping energy towards you, the bad stuff, the bad stuff, the bad stuff, the bad stuff. Because we all know, if you cry, for all I care and all the men, you are a pussy. But it's not like this. It's not like this. Because friendship is something that, you know, most people don't understand or just try to understand but not fully. Because friendship in my world and as I do with my friends, friendship is like when you tell him that sometime in the future I'm gonna call you at 3 a.m. He's gonna wake up and just want to send him your location. Friendship is like when you cry or you have a rough time and all that, you go hug that motherfucking person. Or, you know, when some of my bro have rough time, you go hug that motherfucking person. It's not gay, it's actually mean. Because if you're being an ass, then I don't know, guess why you don't have that many friends and why everybody is laughing at you and or is scared of you or I don't know, something like that. That is not man. That is not manly, that is not masculine. That is I don't know. There is there is no words for that. Some people call it toxic. I'm not gonna call it that because I'm already called toxic because of some of my behaviors. Apparently, drinking, you know, and all that is toxic for some people. But yeah, why being an ass though? Just if you see a man cry, you don't know what it is. You just go ask him. Maybe hug him even. Cause for me, it's better for that guy to cry a river than flipping in himself, throw himself off bridge or something. Think about that shit. Just think about that. Also, as I was taking a break, that was pretty damn good break, chat. Um, I thought about something. Why this podcast even exists, and why having something like that is good. Because, chat, you know, sometimes when I'm in a rough spot, and when I make this, you know, I actually open up on many teams. We comment most of the stuff. We're not going political because politics is bullshit. Because of all that bullshit in the politics, we all hate each other. People hate people because some old cunts out there are actually, you know, saying this and this and this and this and that. You don't care about that. You live your life, live it on a fully. Just do the best, you know, and everything will be fine. So yeah, why this podcast exists? As you know, we are not that young yet. We are definitely not that young yet. I'm hitting 25 in July. And at some point, all of us men and all of us wolves, we're gonna have a son, you know, a son or a daughter or something. Because, like I said, I'm watching my episode when I have enough time at some decisions and all that, you know. Because listening to your own voice or having a diary write something, you know, in it and then read it again, it actually helps. So yeah, we all gonna have kids at some point. So why not having like something like this to tell him, go watch it. This is me. I'm gonna teach you something. And then actually basically not only the podcast or the diary that you have, you can teach him anything. You know, you can move him towards the right direction. Like that. And I know I'm doing whatever I want on this show, as some of my friends call it. Uh, and I don't care about it. Um, so yeah, I don't do it about the views. I don't do it about anything. But as you all know, we all have rough times, and we have some cool themes and cool episodes on this podcast on stuff that I guess nobody talks about most of the time. Or it talks about, and you see another perspective. I'm not seeing the time right. Don't get me wrong, chat. I am just putting my opinion out there, from the life that I've been living, and at some, even at some, even sometimes I actually get uh, the best advice. I guess I actually give the best advice on that. I don't know why. So yeah, like I said, I don't do it about the views, but if you really want to support, you know, and that is not an ad, I don't want you to do it, because like I said, I don't do it about the views, but many people tell me why you don't say it, why. So yeah, I'm gonna say it. If you wanna support it, you can hit the like or comment something. I don't know, comment what you're really going through right now. Maybe in the future somebody will see this episode and see the comment and see, man, that motherfucker actually suffers the same thing that I have. Let's be friends, you know. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe. I don't know, share it with somebody that actually needs something from the podcast. You can choose the episodes at least. And yes, I don't do it on Spotify anymore. I'm gonna put all of the episodes at some point there, but yeah, it's better on YouTube. It's actually easier to manage all of that. I'm not saying that you need to make it easier. For me, we all men need to have a hobby that is actually hard. That you actually need to grind for it. You actually need to do stuff. You actually need to grind, because if you find something easy, that all bullshit that is in your head is starting to come out, and you actually start to think about it, and you make bad decision. You are starting manifesting bad. You are thinking about ending it. You are thinking bad. You are mentally 70-30 in the bad direction. So yeah, find something that is a grind. That's why I'm streaming. Even though when I'm streaming I'm a goofy ass and I don't do it professionally, nor I do this content professionally. Um, but yeah, for me this especially is kind of a video diary. Every day, not every day, but every week, I vent something that I had in my mind throughout the week. Um, so yeah, find something to grind, lads, because being in the dark is flipping fucked up shit. You don't need to be there. You just don't need to be there. It's bad. It's fucking bad, basically. Also, one other thing, I think all of us should have a diary. Maybe that kind of diary, putting something that you love or that you think, venting some thoughts, because all out there, you have some other guys, cool guys that actually don't know what to do at sometimes and all that. Hold on, I need to, yeah. Um, Out there you have some boys and girls or men's or people like you, your age and all that, that suffer from something that you actually beaten. So for me, it's good everybody to have a diary to write his thoughts there. And maybe if you want, you can do something like that to yap shit out, say stuff, put your opinion out there. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to actually find some people to yap about on cool stuff, and invite them to the podcast and yap about cool stuff basically. Because all of us are different. The only similar thing that we have in common is that we're men, and that all of us are crazy and sometimes autistic, and you know shouting what in the bathroom, because half of us love the WWE, and you know that half of us love the WWE. So yeah, like I said, make a diary, do something, find something grindable. Don't be a wussy, be a man. Like I said, I really don't have direction with this. So yeah, I'm yapping what I have in mind and what I want to put out there today, basically. So yeah, like I said, we all have stuff and all that, and maybe some of you may say, "Man, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I struggle. I don't wanna do it. I can't do it. I'm not capable and all that. You know." There is a quote that I actually heard while I was on break that was flipping deep and opened something in me, even though I already did it. And no, listen to me, I'm not saying that I'm the best. I'm not saying that I'm the best. Yes, I had some up and downs, like every other man. Still have some up and downs. Lately, had most of them more ups, but yeah, I had some downs. Um, but yeah, don't forget that butterflies can't see their own wings, but everyone can see their beauty. Think about it. It's just in life. You can see your own skills, but if somebody believes in you, and that just meant friends, family, or some teacher in school or in university, they see your beauty that you don't see in yourself. They see your potential. Then they see your future. And yes, potential um you cannot count, you cannot calculate. It's your own stuff. If you don't try to do it, you never know that you actually can do it. So yeah, you basically need to do it so you can try it. Like I said, find something to grudge at. Don't get in a bad place. Don't go in the dark for too long. So yeah, basically this is it. Like I said, I don't have direction with that. So yeah, basically that's it. See ya, chat. Appreciate every each and one of you. We're so back, and next week we're gonna have something cool. Even though this was cool too for me to yap about it, but yeah, we're gonna have it structured at least. And if you're actually curious, yes, I am recording this after the Insanity Mode playthrough that we had today. It's not pre-recorded, so yeah, hello there. Also, the hat is here. Yeah, the hat is here, so yeah, this is the proof that it was actually recorded after the stream. Anyway, see ya, chat. Appreciate each and everyone. Appreciate each and every one of you. Stay sharp, stay wild. Don't go in the dark, and make a diary, man. Find something to grind, not your cock. Some hobby. Anyway, see ya.